Last night I went to a Digimon Trading Card Basel Cup tournament. I won. I won a lot of things. And this is a deck I used for it. So let's move all that away. And here it is, my winner Mervamon deck. It is the most dumbed down, simple version of Merva that I could possibly dream up because purple gives me anxiety. It's a difficult color to play. There's too many moving parts. There's too many combos you have to keep in mind. I wouldn't even start about thinking about using Cerberusmon in that loop. I'm too dumb for it. So I'm using this. So to start things off with this, you would think that it's going to be the typical purple Mervamon. No, I don't got those. So instead, we're using the Pagumons. We're using, which one is that? Oh no. We're using the BT9 Pagumons. These are the trash one card from your hand when attacking to give your Digimon +1 KDP. It's pretty important for getting your Mervamon in the trash, and there's some other cards in here that combo well with it. Plus 1000 DP on a deck that uses a lot of Retaliate doesn't sound that important, but sometimes you need to get over some bigger Digimon, and Mervamon herself doesn't have Retaliate, so this is a good way to do that. So move those aside, we get into the rookies, our level 3s over here, and oh, what a surprise, it's the best purple rookie. It's Ignitemon. This thing crosses in with Mervamon to give you +1 memory when you bring something else from the trash, basically making Merva 7 play cost. It's when attacking can be really useful for blowing up some Digimon on your opponent's side of the field, maybe even using your own Mervamon to pop that to bring in your Mervamon and continue your play. No way about it, no way around it. Easily a 4 of. Moving on. So the next is 3 BT2 Gabumons. Should I have 4? Maybe. I don't have 4. But we have 3. It's literally just fair for that inherent of draw 2, discard 1 when deleted. Just a way of cycling through this deck. Pretty simple stuff. This deck needs to get stuff in the trash. It needs to find its parts. Gabumon's good at that. After that, we have 3 BT3 Gazimons. Memory blocker, ever important. Gazimon's also my favorite Digimon, so I have to have him in there. But in the Purple Cup, you're going to be seeing a lot of Jack Raids. You're going to be seeing a lot of boosts, either purple or mist. The Beelzemon deck itself has so many ways of getting memory. Gazimon stops all that dead. I used to have so I used to run 2 Gazimon and 1 EX1 Devimon, the Retaliator. But I don't know, I didn't like not being able to attack my opponent's Digimon with that Retaliate. And I can't say no to another memory setter, especially again when memory blocking is that important in this format. And then the last one is just going to be the Psychmon, the BT8 Psychmon. The players can't reduce play costs. It's good to use if you've already played out your Mervamon, or if you already played out your Death X. Stop your opponent if you're trying to predict a play, like maybe you have a wide board and you're like, oh no, do they have a Death X in hand? This stops that. It's a one of. There aren't too many other cards, and it's not like they're going to be dropping Death X every 2 seconds. So Psychmon's a pretty okay deal. So those are our level 3s. Let's move on to our level 4s. And it's the 4 of. It's Dark Rizamon, Dark Lizardmon. I like to say Dark Rizamon. It's what I'm used to. It reminds me of when they changed like Rydramon to Lidermon. I didn't like it. But this is going to always be your target with Mervamon to pull out from the trash. Retaliator, so that means it becomes a rush blocker. It has that draw 1, discard 1 on deletion. Best level 4. No questions asked. Absolute must 4. Then afterwards we have another must 4, Eismon Scatter Mode. Again, it's just like the Gabumon over here. That draw 3, trash 2, good for looking for your deck, good for getting the pieces you need in your trash. you have to play this thing. It's only a 4 to drop. We don't have that many rookies. Was this like 12 rookies? 12? Is that right? Only 12. Wow. Yeah, 1, 4, 7, 11 rookies. Sorry. 11 rookies. So we're a little shy on the rookies. This thing is only a 4 cost. It's an okay play. If you don't have a rookie in hand to start off your game, just drop this thing. You'll be perfectly fine. It's a little expensive, but don't worry about it. And if we're running scatter mode, we have to be running regular Eismon. It's just a free body. It's nice. You just have one of these in your trash, discard this, it comes out, Digivolve on top of it. I don't care. It's your play. Do what you want. I like him. He's good. He does his job. I could see not running it, but a free body's a free body. It's really hard to argue with that. Next is 2 ST Star Deck 6 Devimons, the blocker. It's a blocker, right? It's a 1 Digivolution cost. Can't complain about that. It's just for getting through your Digivolution line. If you bring it back with Mervamon or Minerva, again, it can help you not die. It's fine. It's fine. And then here's some spice. We got a little spice in here. We got some Ginkakumons. So the Ginkakumon, I don't run the whole package. I just run this guy. But the inherit, when you trash a card from your hand using one of your effects, gain 1 memory. Going back to Pagumon there. So you have this under this. You have a level 5 on top of this. You have the Pagumon under it. So you swing with the Digimon, you trash using Pagu, you get +1 memory here. Makes it pretty nice. You get to hold turn pretty hard that way. And yeah, the ever only option I could think of for level 4 would be Soulsmon. Or Soulmon? I always say Souls, it's just Soul. There's only 1 Soul. Even though there's 3 guys on the card, but he's fine. It's another Retaliator like Dark Reasonmon. He gives DP boost to all your Digimon with Retaliate, but they have Retaliate, so I don't know how important that is other than for surviving checks, I guess. It's fine, but I like holding turn. I like making my Digivolutions cheaper, so I prefer the Ginkaku and Devi. But moving on to our level 5s, we have only 3 of, but very, very good level 5 for this deck. It's the Blue Mervamons. Another Retaliator, 1 Digivolving, draw 2, trash 2, more cycling, more search. And that inherent, so good. All turns, when you play a Digimon by an effect, gain 1 memory. So you get to play Digimon out from the Minerva. During your opponent's turn, you gain 1 memory. That can pass turn back over. You play out Mervamon stuff, or you Digivolve on top with Mervamon. You get out 1 Digimon. It drops Merva's cost essentially from 4 to 3. Super solid Digimon. But that 3-cost Digivolution is a little bit expensive, which brings us to our next level 5, which is going to be Sandiramon. It could be Sandiramon, it could be Skullmeramon, either or is fine. But 2-cost Digivolution, 5 play cost, that's pretty solid. I've had games where I've had to start out with just this thing on board, and you just Digivolve up right after into Mervamon, hopefully with a way of getting a Merva in your trash, but it's not bad. Only 6,000 DP kind of sucks, but again, you just want to rush right into your Merva and your Minervas in this deck. Again, very small brain here, not very intelligent, easy to misplay for me, so making it dumb as possible, play vanilla. Make some room so we could take out our next cards. We're finally getting to the level 6s. What a surprise. It is 3 Minervamons. You have to run 3 of these, right? Retaliate, super good. Provided your opponent doesn't have more than 2 Digimon on their board. If it dies, you get to bring out a Merva from the trash. It lets you do all sorts of dumb stuff. You can get a memory with the Ignite-mon underneath, crossing in with 2 Digimon pulled out. If your opponent has or starts on playing Digimon, you get to just start taking out your trash. Only 3 Digivolution cost. Super good card. It gets very silly in a mirror match though, when your opponent starts playing things with Mervamon, so you could just start bringing out Digimon. It's like, oh, I play Mervamon and get out 2 Digimon. Okay, well that's 3 Digimon, so here we go. Very dumb, very silly. But this is going to combo a lot with some of our options to blow up Mervamon to fetch out the Mervamon. We'll get into those later. But here she is, she's the boss monster of the deck. Mervamon, she's just so good. She's unbelievably good. She's so much value. She's a play cost 7 essentially. To get out 3 bodies with blocker and rush. And assuming it's Dark Beelzemon with the retaliates, whatever. But yeah, lots of bodies out for very cheap. Super strong card. Easy to get out. Good in the trash. Our queen. Our snake queen. We love her. We stan. And then here's some secret spice though. It is Nidhoggmon. So I have no idea what this thing's when digivolving is. I don't know what it does. I never read it. It never came into effect for me. I just care about its other effect, which is when you trash it from your hand using an effect, you gain 1 memory. This is basically just a Jack Raid to me. That's all it is to me. What is it? What is it? You may trash 1 card in your hand to delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon when digivolving. Trash, who cares? Then it is Death-Exmon. You have to run one of these. It's purple. There's no reason not to. It's so fucking good. You guys know what Death-Ex does. It's so much board pressure. You can get out for so cheap. Like getting this thing out for 8, wiping a board, applying infinite pressure. Get yourself a Death-Ex. I hate it, but there's no way around it. Death-Ex good. So this is when things get a little bit weird for this. I run 3 purple memory boosts. It sounds a little bricky, and it maybe is, but getting that insecurity is really nice. Just being able to pop that 2 memory. It can help you search for the pieces you need. I tried running this memory boost, but I didn't like getting the pieces that I didn't want to see in the trash, or options or whatever it was. Too inconsistent for me. This deck doesn't really need like a total number of things in the trash. It needs specific things in the trash. And I didn't like not getting to choose. That's better in Beelzemon, not in this. So we're running the purple memory boosts. So next up is Jack Raid. We love memory. I love memory. I love remembering things. Running out of space here. But Jack Raid, game 1 for every 10 cards in your trash. I'm not running the Mervamons. We're not running the memory boosts, or the missed memory boosts. So I'm not getting as much in the trash as maybe I should. But you're still likely to get at least 1 memory from this thing. It's a Hammer Spark. Just think of this thing as a Hammer Spark that you can't play at the beginning of the game. It's fine. I wouldn't play more than 2. I tried 3. It felt very bricky. So only run 2 of this guy. And that leads us to a 3 of option. That's going to be Deathclaw. So Deathclaw is mostly there for 2 reasons. One is to blow up floodgates. If your opponent has a Psychmon, it's stopping you from dropping a Death-Ex. That's bad. If that's making it too expensive to play out MERVA, that's bad. And the second reason is to blow up your own Mervamon. It doesn't even matter if they have a level 4 or lower. They could have nothing, but if you blow this up, you get out MERVA. If you blow up Mervamon, Deathclaw that thing, gets you out of Mervamon, you throw the Ignitemon under this. That means you're back at the same memory before you even played Deathclaw. You get out 2 bodies. So let's say it's 2 Dark Beelzemons. That's 3 swings right there for no memory. Deathclaw is just too good. It's too good in this. That 1 cost is amazing. But if you don't want to do 1 cost, you want something with a little bit more punch, which is sometimes what you want, it's going to be Pandemonium Flare. You may delete 1 Digimon to delete one of your opponent's Digimon of the same level or lower. That's going to be good to get rid of scary monsters. That's to get rid of anything that you can't get rid of normally, or if it's not tapped or whatever. Just to get rid of those threats. MERVA versus MERVA mirror match even. Just blow up their MERVA, get out, whatever. With your Minerva, you start getting some combos together, but you get hit pretty hard. and delete one of your opponent's unsuspend Digimon security effect. The only reason, again, why I want to play with more Death Claws than this is that 2 play cost. That's the only reason. Like, that 1 memory difference can feel pretty impactful. It's the difference between that Merva play earlier, with the Death Claw costing 1 and costing nothing. Passing turn or don't pass turn. And the last card is Call from the Darkness. Again, blow up your Merva, get out a bunch of pieces with Minerva. Blow up your Minerva, get out a bunch of pieces with Merva. Bring stuff back to your hand with this. It's too good. Again, 1 cost. No excuse not to. It's a 1-up for a reason, so play it. And that's the deck, guys. I tried some other cards. What was it? Not Demonic Disaster. Oh, jeez. The one where you blow up one of your Digimon to unsuspend your other. I didn't like it. It felt too bricky, too situational. This deck, as straightforward as possible. Just play out your cards. Rush out the Merva. Rush out the Merva. Rush out the Merva. Doesn't get any more simple than that. Do your best. Rush out your Merva. And go win this guy. Good luck, Tamers.